We might say, oh, I wish. Oh, I wish.
Ah, you know what I wish? I wish. I wish.
Oh. But as they say, be careful what you wish for. Have you ever made any wishes in your life, my friend? Any wishes, wants, needs, hopes, desires, things that you wanted to make manifest, that you felt as though if you were able to accomplish this, if you were able to achieve this, if you were able to acquire this, if you were able to attract this, somehow your life would have to improve, right? Somehow things would be different. Maybe you're scratching and sniffing, right? Trying to win the lottery, wishing that you hit the big one, right? The Powerball or something or other. But where do our wishes get us? Where do our wishes lead us? And is there some semblance to the saying of being careful what we wish for? What wishes have you made in your life? And when you got those wishes, were you satisfied? Were you content? Were you okay with what you received? Were you okay with what you achieved in life when you wished? When you wished so hard, right? When you wish upon a star. Well, this is what we're going to get in today, my friend. And I appreciate you for thank you for being here. And I wish you good tidings and a grand rising. You see, there's a wonderful quotation here by Oscar Wilde. And I think it's one that we can heed. One that can allow you to avoid a lot of heartbreak and a lot of misery. There are only two tragedies in life, it is said. One is not getting what you want, and the other is getting it. See, it's a tragedy for some when they don't get what they want. Some people want money and think it's a tragedy. Some people want fame and think it's a tragedy. Some people want recognition and think it's a tragedy. Some people want to be celebrities and they think it's a tragedy. Living vicariously through the lives of others that they deem more worthy or better than them. Comparison robbing them of their joy. But you know what? On the flip side, some people acquire money, and it is a tragedy. Some people acquire fame, and yet it's a tragedy. Some people become all they have wished to be, and they end up feeling very tragic. They might end up living tragic lives. Some people even commit suicide after getting what they have always wished for. So, where have wishes brought you in your life? And have they brought you where you wanted to go? You know, this quote by the Dalai Lama, remember, sometimes not getting what you want is a wonderful stroke of luck. Sometimes when we don't get what we want, it is a blessing. Isn't it so? You could say that when you get what you want, that is direction. But when you don't get what you want, that is protection. Perhaps there is something that you are not seeing. Perhaps there is something that you have overlooked, misjudged, might not have known about what you've been craving, what you've been desiring and wishing for so badly. Could it be that the very thing you have wished for, once you get it, you might not want it so bad? You might wish that you had not received. You might have wished that you had just gone on living your life without it. Could it be so that there are some times in our lives where these things we wish for can bring us pain, heartbreak, misery? It's definitely been true in my life in some instances where I thought I knew what I wanted. I thought I knew what was best for me, and so I wished. But once I got it, nothing was ever the same. So be careful what you wish for, my friend, for you might get it. In fact, I'll go as so far as to say, be careful what you wish for. You will get it. You will receive it. It is inevitable. It's coming to you. It's coming. And oh, when it comes, to whom much is given, as they say, much is required. To whom much is given, much is also taken. Whenever something is given, something is also taken away. There were times where I wanted something so badly, but then when I got it, it removed something that I also felt that I needed, that I wasn't ready to let go. Have you found this? That sometimes life can be a comedy, and sometimes it can be a beautiful tragedy. I remember asking the first time, whenever I was delving into the pranic world, the pranic life, the pranic living, and thinking to myself, oh, wouldn't it be wonderful not needing to eat, having all this time on my hands, right? And I went to a Buddhist temple, or like a monastery or a place where I put the incense stick in, and I actually prayed for this. I said to myself, take this hunger away. And you know what? I had a dream one day. And the dream, a voice had asked me, are you sure this is what you want? And I said, yes, 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 this is what I want. I said, okay. And I remember seeing a door, and the door opened, and I walked through the door. And I woke up. And this was in the Breatharian retreat that I was in. And I remember afterwards not really realizing what had changed, what was different. But later on, feeling so much energy, feeling so alive, so much enthusiasm for living, all of this newfound clarity, and yet something was missing. What was missing? Hunger. I was no longer hungry. And if you can imagine feeling the energy of my family members and friends and people with the backlash of them seeing my weight drop, not looking like I used to, not seeming like I was, and me starting to get confused. Is this the right way? Is this what I wished for? But now I have this thing inside me that used to be dormant and has been awakened. I'm no longer hungry. And I started to binge. And I started to stuff my face. I started to gorge myself on anything that I could see, anything that I could find. Ice cream, tacos, burritos, pizza, almonds, chips, dip, peanut butter, whole jars, fishing it out with my finger, pastries, right? Donuts, everything. Even when my stomach was distended, it felt as though hunger was not there. I didn't have the feeling of satisfaction that I once had. It was gone. So to whom much is given, much is required. Whenever something is given, something is also taken away. And we must be careful what we wish for, because we will get it. Be sure that you are ready for all that you ask. So a good way to see things is, wow, perhaps this is not what I wanted. When life happens, perhaps this is not what I anticipated, but maybe this is just what I needed. Like Steve Jobs says, we can never connect the dots looking forward. We connect the dots looking back. Hindsight is 20/20. We have perfect vision when we reflect. Can you remember circumstances in your life where something came along that you didn't want, that you didn't desire, but later on you reflected back and realized it was everything you ever needed at that time you needed it, and it came just in time for you to make it through? There's a secret to happiness. And that secret is actually letting every situation be what it is. Instead of what we think things should be, we make room for what things could be. And also, not just allowing things to be what they are, but if you really want something, be specific. Don't be vague with the universe, right? Be very specific about what you want, because you will get it. Whatever you wish for, you will receive. You say, I want a new car. Well, then what happens? One day, you get in an accident, right? And in that car wreck, you come out and you receive a new car. Now, that's not how you wanted it to go down, right? But you got what you wanted, right? Be careful, my friend. Always know that whenever you put your intention and you wish for something, it's on its way.